Another Eden is doing a collab with the legendary King of Fighters. What? And it's gonna be even more epic than it sounds. Plus, we're getting 4 free new characters, a free 5-star character, new Another Style and altered characters, an update to Mythos, and of course, a free banner. We can get a free 5-star character, a fat stack of free Chronos Stones, and there's even more. It's David Wowee. How you doing? Scott, Another Eden's global community manager, hosted the game's 2024 Midsummer Festival, and out of all the streams that could have happened while I was out celebrating my birthday, it just happened to be one of the biggest streams yet. And right near the start, he announced a really surprising Symphony collab. Another Eden is partnering with King of Fighters. What is happening? And not only that, it's going to have fighting game mechanics. Well, sort of. At first, you think there are absolutely no synergies between a turn-based mobile JRPG and a classic multi-platform fighting game, but the more you find out about this collab, the greater you'll realize this is going to be. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're feeling generous. Donate a thanks or get perks by being a super member. Shout out to my existing super members. Your support goes a long way. You can tell they're taking this collab seriously because the dev staff behind it take King of Fighters very seriously. First, we have game designer Tadahiro Ono, who is an actual professional esports caster and has emceed for official King of Fighter tournaments. Then we have game designer Lagia, who is an actual King of Fighters national and world champion. Should I try verse Lagia in King of Fighters? At the very least, Scott? Can I verse you, Scott? The game designers worked really hard to capture the essence of King of Fighters to recreate the character animations, physics included. So the story of this symphony reminds me of your typical fighting game story sprinkled with a bit of Another Eden. Our hero Aldo has been invited to join a fighting tournament in order to save the world. So what characters do we get? As playable characters, we get Kyoko Tsunagi, Mai Shiranui, Terry Bogard, and then Kula Diamond. That's right, baby, we're getting 4 new characters, and guess what? They're going to be completely free. By the way, I plan to stream one of the King of Fighters games so people like me who've never played it before can get a grasp of what it's about. If you want to verse me live, hit me up. Either way, subscribe and turn on notifications so you can find out when I stream it. There will also be 4 NPCs which fans may be familiar with: Yori, K-Dash, Athena Samir, and B. Janet. And then we're also getting Omega Rugal, who seems to be the main villain of this symphony. Looking like the story layout will be similar to the Octopath collab, we'll first start with a prologue, and then the scenario will branch out to each character, where the conclusion will be unlocked when you finish all 4 scenarios. Now you're thinking, what on earth will the gameplay be like? This is where it gets interesting. Going for the old school fighting game style, complete with the NPCs in the background, it looks like we're getting a hybrid King of Fighters and Another Eden style combat system. There'll be 3 versus 3 battles. The character you choose will be one of the King of Fighters characters with 2 Another Eden characters. You choose from Aldo, Amy, Cyrus, or Rika. Your skills will be replaced by 4 command inputs used to take on your opponents. The attacks will be light punch, heavy punch, light kick, and heavy kick. It looks like you have to put in combos before the red bar runs out to unleash a special attack. There'll be a hunting phase where you collect battle cores, which you can get from beating enemies and using these things called vitality generators within a set time to strengthen your fighters. So the battle flow goes something like this: hunting phase, where you collect battle cores to buff your fighters, and then you choose your characters, and then you beat your enemies. Like with every new symphony, there'll be new locations and more amazing music. This update comes out on the 22nd of August, so by the time you watch this, it may already be out. For new players, you get access to this pretty early in the game. You'll be able to unlock the prologue by clearing main story chapter 3, and then unlock the bulk of the collab by clearing Another Eden's main story chapter 13. Now let's talk about free Chronos Stones. If you start the symphony, you get 1,000 Chronos Stones, which expire on the 30th of September. From 21st of August to 10th of September, we get 50 free Chronos Stones daily, totaling 1,000 free Chronos Stones. New players from the 17th of August also receive 1,000 Chronos Stones. This expires on the 30th of September. And the good news is both new and older players, if you clear chapter 10 of the main story, you can choose a free 5-star character up to version 2.9.1, which is everyone up to Garam Barrel, that second guy from the left. If you were to pick anyone from this photo alone, I would pick Melissa if you want someone you can quickly upgrade to become powerful, Mariel or Thilili if you have the patience to farm their materials to unlock the extra styles, or Garam Barrel or Victor for the long term, as I'm sure they will get Stellar Awakened sometime in the future. But if you think that was huge, there was more. Are you Team Azumi? Are you Team Amy? Doesn't matter because it's the season for Team Shanie, baby. Shanie Alter is coming out, and it looks like her design is taking a cue from Hoyoverse's attention to feet. This was confirmed by her creator, who said he put a good half of his lifespan into the soles of her feet. She'll be titled Thornbound Witch, and it looks like this Alter character will be just as obsessed with Aldo. She'll be a wind tank unit. Wait, does she have an Irish accent?
Another Eden. The cat beyond time and space.
I always imagined her to be American for some reason. From what I gather so far, in a similar manner of how Yifa AS increases a teammate's stats by her level of spirit, Shanie Alter can increase her and her team members' stats by a quarter of her luck. We're also getting a new buff called Overcritical, which gives a higher critical damage than an ordinary critical hit. It activates when critical rate goes above 100%. On top of that, Shanie can give incredible buffs, does counters, and sets Wind King stance plus Awakened Zone and more. Is she the new Yifa AS? Will I be pulling? Most likely. Shanie Alter will be released along with the King of Fighters collab. Speaking of pulling, what banners do we get? We're getting paid and free Shanie Alter banners, a paid Tempestuous Edition banner where you get a 10% chance of pulling one of these awesome win characters, another paid Fateful Encounter Concerto series banner where you're guaranteed to encounter at least one of the listed 5 stars. All of these are great, by the way. Yet another paid banner where you're guaranteed Flamelopus or Tsubame no style. This is designed for new players who want a great dungeon clearing character, especially early in game. Finally, a free banner which is really good called Journey's Outset Edition, where you can get a guaranteed free 5-star, all of which are really good. There will also be a limited Brilliant and Twin Destinies encounter. I've already done a video with my thoughts on these, but if I was a new free-to-player, I would think about the Journey's Outset Edition banner. You think that's it? Nope, there's more. Lingli, another style, is coming! And I've got to say, I love her fighting game style design, which is perfect for the King of Fighters collab. But we don't know her release date yet, and unlike Shanie Alter, she won't be coming out on the date the collab does. As of the time we're preparing this video, we don't know anything about her skill set just yet. But if you think you've heard the biggest news, I'll just leave this here.
時は戦国乱世血風すさぶ戦場跡さすらい歩くは狐を連れた少年腰に哀悼の刀を胸には復讐の刃を携えて幾千もの夜を越え今新たな冒険の幕が上がるついに俺たちの出番だな準備は良いか我が友よ
Eastern Mythos is coming, and it's called Shadow of Sin, and aside from that awesome narration, we see glimpses of Shion and Shigure. There will be 7 chapters set in the present time layer. For those who are new to the game, we've previously had Western Mythos set in the game's Antiquity time layer and the epic future time layer Mythos Saga. Since this is set in the present day time layer, this could be like a nice final touch to what may be a Mythos trilogy. Or there may be more Mythos to come, like a Holo time layer Mythos. Who knows? And what better way to get ready for the Mythos Saga and to play games than to get a sick looking ergonomic gaming chair from Secret Lab. Did you like that smooth transition? Grab a chair and support this show. I've put a link in the description of this video. On top of this, main story part 2 will be coming to the Astral Archive. So many updates, man. There will be a participation campaign to new players or players who haven't played in a while to return to the game. Invitees will receive up to 1,000 Chronos Stones, and those who are invited will get a free 5-star character. They'll announce a special website for this, so stay tuned for that. There will also be a special login bonus for players whose last login was before 1st of May 2024. Even more bonuses if you haven't cleared main story part 2. If you clear main story part 1, part 1.5 and part 2, whatever that means, you can get up to 3,000 Chronos Stones in total. There's also a social media campaign where we get 500 stones sent to our mailboxes for reacting to the social media campaign.